This is the North Yorkshire Safeguarding Children Partnership update for the LSPs for September 2022. First off, we want to make you aware of Icon Week. Icon is an evidence-based programme designed to help parents and carers understand their normal crying pattern of young infants and to help them develop successful coping mechanisms for dealing with this. Icon stands for Identifying Crying is Normal, Comforting Methods Can Help, It's Okay to Walk Away, and Never Ever Shake a Baby. Icon Week takes place between the 26th and the 30th of September, and there will be a webinar programme to support Icon Week. Please follow us on social media and our news pages where you'll get further details. We also have a dedicated web page to Icon where you can find more information and download leaflets. In terms of MACE, we're currently working through a 6-month pilot of the MACE Level 2 meetings being chaired by the local police or specialist social worker for each district. This will be reviewed fully with feedback sought from district chairs and partners. Work is ongoing on a cross-partnership data set for MACE to enable information and insight into exploitation at both strategic and district levels, and to enable us to use our data to be more curious about what exploitation looks like. We will also aim to identify some of the early indicators of risk of exploitation, for example, missing from home. Data will be collected quarterly, but will gather monthly information so that trends can be identified. Be aware, our site dedicated to tackling exploitation has been receiving some site hit increases recently. We've received positive feedback from partners and encourage all to continue to promote the presence of the Knowledge Hub. The Children's Society latest campaign, Look Closer, is running from the 3rd to the 9th of October. Our national partnership campaign with the National County Lines Coordination Centre and the British Transport Police is aiming to raise awareness of exploitation and abuse with a particular focus on public spaces. A series of training and resources will be available. The NYSCP Be Aware website has recently updated and has been available since June. We would love to hear from you if you've used the site. Feedback is really vital for keeping the website as informative and relevant as possible. If you visited the website, what have you found most useful? Have you recommended the site to anybody you work with or any other professionals? And have you recommended the site or used the site with young people or their families? And has looking at the site increased your knowledge about child exploitation? We also want to know if there are any updates or changes you would like to see to the site. Please email catherine.morrison@northyorks.gov.uk. In terms of new policies, procedures and practice guidance, there is a new managing allegations against those who work or volunteer with children procedure. We have the escalation pathway for access to CAM's inpatient unit. There is the Independent Child Trafficking Guardianship Service 1-minute guide and a 1-minute guide for Operation Choice, Drugs, Early Intervention Prevention for Children and Young People in North Yorkshire. The NYSCP continues to work with schools, and following the release of Keeping Children Safe in Education for September 2022, the School Child Protection Policy template has been updated, as has the School Child Protection Manual. The policy template, which was originally part of the manual, is now available as a separate document and has been substantially rewritten in light of the new Keeping Children Safe in Education. Both of these documents are now available from the Procedures, Practice Guidance and 1-minute guide area of the NYSCP website. We are also running a conference for school designated safeguarding leads in October, which will have 230 delegates from across schools across the county. Learning from the conference will be shared via the NYSCP website and YouTube channel following the event. In collaboration with the North Yorkshire Safeguarding Adults Board, our next podcast will feature discussion on what to do for allegations against staff and people in a position of trust. Don't miss out and subscribe to the NYSCP podcast today. We're available from most podcast services, or you can click on the link on the slide. In terms of upcoming masterclasses, on the 20th of October 2022, there is an Early Years Providers and Childminders special masterclass on an evening at 7 o'clock. On the 29th of October, there is the Safe Recruitment and Domestic Abuse masterclass, and then on the 25th of November, we have the Fire Service and Regional Organised Crime Unit coming to talk to our subscribers. For more information about the training and our other training offers, please visit the link on the screen. This page shows all of our relevant links. Our website, safeguardingchildren.co.uk. Our Contact Us page is available from the About Us section under Contact Us. Follow us on Twitter and Facebook at NYSCP1. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel. The link's on the screen there. We also have an Instagram page at NYSCP, our podcast, which is available from Anchor, and please subscribe to our e-bulletin. Thank you for listening.
North Yorkshire Community Safety Partnership Autumn Update. Inclusive Communities Joint Coordinating Group is leading on the National Hate Crime Awareness Week, which is running from the 8th to the 15th of October. This is on behalf of the North Yorkshire Community Safety Partnership, North Yorkshire Safeguarding Adults Board and North Yorkshire Safeguarding Children's Partnership. The hashtag #HelpNotHateNY will be used throughout the campaign, and the aim of the campaign is to raise awareness of hate crimes with a particular focus this year on misogyny, to increase the reporting of hate crimes, promote support services available to those who may suffer incidents of hate crime, and promote useful resources available to partners. Misogyny is a focus for the campaign. The hashtag #Let'sEndMisogyny will be used throughout the week of the campaign, and it will be promoting the OPFCC's Violence Against Women and Girls strategy, whilst also providing useful links to resources. There will be training around misogyny to support professionals, and this will be delivered by a number of agencies. The basic awareness of misogyny in youth work settings will be provided by North Yorkshire Youth. Misogyny, sexism and violence against women and girls will be provided by IDAS, and misogyny as hate crime will be provided by North Yorkshire Police, and these will be able to be booked via Eventbrite through the North Yorkshire Partnership website. There will be also local activities, joint activities across the county with the community safety hubs and also neighbourhood policing teams. The North Yorkshire Safeguarding Children's Partnership Conference, which will be running on the 13th of October for designated safeguarding leads, will include a workshop on supporting education settings in identifying those impacted by hate incidents and vulnerable to radicalisation. Resources currently under development are the Easy Read leaflet on misogyny and 1 minute guide on misogyny, and these will be available on the partnership website. There is also a hate crime awareness video that's been produced by North Yorkshire Police, and also an active bystander or upstander module on training on hate crime that is available. For more information, visit the North Yorkshire Partnership website. Vulnerability to Radicalisation Week will be running from the 26th of September to the 30th of September. This is a national campaign of action to encourage local authorities, key partners and communities to work together to prevent those who are most vulnerable in our communities being drawn into terrorism. Events of the week will be given staff and partners agencies a full understanding of the signs to be aware of and what to do if you have concerns in relation to radicalisation, alongside awareness of other more traditional safeguarding risks such as domestic abuse, child sexual exploitation or county lines. The sessions available are both face-to-face and online, and more information can be found on the Prevent at the North Yorkshire Partnership website. Modern Slavery Day will be running on the 18th of October. This is a national campaign and provides an opportunity to raise awareness on human trafficking and modern slavery and encourage government, local authorities, companies, charities and individuals to do what they can to address the problem. The county-wide Modern Slavery Partnership will utilise this day to promote and raise awareness of modern slavery and its impact in North Yorkshire, whilst also signposting to support available. More information can be found on the North Yorkshire Police website.
Hello, this is the Q3 update for the local safeguarding partnerships from the North Yorkshire Safeguarding Adults Board. A new online form has been developed to request involvement from adult social care, and the link to this can be found on this slide. Also, a new online safeguarding form went live in August 2022, and again the link to this can be found on this slide. We ask that you use this new online form, as the benefits are that this means that a form can be completed at a time that is convenient for you, that you don't have to spend time waiting in a telephone queue, that you can be confident that we have all of the information we need to action your request and concern, and that you will receive an email after completing the forms so you have a record of the details you provided. But please note that when raising an online safeguarding concern form, you will be given the opportunity to add an additional email account if required. At the end of each form there is a short feedback survey which we would encourage you to fill out to help us improve the forms. We're also looking for feedback about the request involvement from adult social care and safeguarding vulnerable adults pages on our website. If you have any feedback or suggestions, then please use the links at the bottom of this slide for each of the web pages so that you can find the information there. And please do share this information with your colleagues throughout your organisations and for those who would find it helpful. Thank you. The Safeguarding Adult Review Policy for the SAB has been updated and can now be found along with its accompanying forms and appendices on the North Yorkshire Safeguarding Adults Board website, and the link to this is on this slide. Please could we ask that you destroy any paper copies, printed out versions that you may have already, and ensure that you and your colleagues use the updated SAR policy document. In relation to SAR James, which is a review that we are undertaking jointly with colleagues in the Safeguarding Children's Partnership, the final version of the SAR report has been shared with the independent chair of the SAB and also strategic leads from across adult and children's services. The independent reviewer will present the final report and its recommendations to the board and the Safeguarding Children's Partnership later in the year. Work will then be undertaken to develop an action plan for the SAB, for the Children's Safeguarding Partnership, and also our partners to action these recommendations that are made. And the management and assurance of the action plan will be managed and monitored by the SAB's Learning and Review subgroup. There may be actions and learning for local safeguarding partnerships, and these will be shared in due course. Sadly, it is predicted that those who are most at risk of scams will be targeted during the cost of living crisis. In response to this, and making sure that people have access to information to understand scams in a way that is accessible to them, Friends Against Scams have worked in partnership with East Sussex County Council and East Sussex Learning Disability Partnership Board to develop easy read training and resources about financial scams. The resources include an accessible training presentation video and also easy read information sheet, and the links to both of these can be found below on this slide. It should be noted that further resources and guidance are also being developed with different groups, and we will be adding these to our SAB website on a regular basis, making sure that this information is up to date and responding to people's asks and needs. We do ask that you please share this information across your organisations and communities, as it is particularly poignant at the moment given the cost of living crisis and the heightened risk of scams. Thank you. The cost of living crisis will affect all of us, but it is particularly important that we are signposting people in our communities to support services so that they can understand what support is available for them, particularly from a financial perspective. This slide includes links and contact numbers that we ask that you share throughout your organisations, communities and local areas, and include things such as citizens' advice, the Warm and Well service in North Yorkshire, and also the North Yorkshire County Council website has a list of information about things such as whether you're entitled to council tax relief, things around free school meals, help with children and child costs. Please make sure that you access these and to use them yourselves. There's also a link from Community First Yorkshire with help and advice for community and voluntary based organisations that may need help with their running costs. We will be adding and maintaining a page on our website which will have a directory of information and support services available, and this will be updated regularly. We know that at a time like this that lots of communities will come together and will want to provide support and help for people, particularly those who are most at risk. But we do ask that caution is taken when signposting people to services, and that we can be assured that the services that we are sharing and signposting people to are guaranteed to provide them with the help and support that they need and, for example, are not at risk of scams. Thank you.
The North Yorkshire Safeguarding Adults Board has many resources, such as our 1-minute guides, our accessible Keeping Safe resources, links to training, and links to the North Yorkshire Safeguarding Adults Board procedures, all available on our website, and the links to these are on this slide. You can also keep up to date with the work of the board by accessing our newsletter via our website. You can follow us on Twitter, and you can also visit our website where we update regularly on our key areas of work and focus.